Hey guys, this is Air Guitar, and for today's video, I'm going to be doing a lesson on my song, Distant Star. So I did like most of the first half in like 2016-ish, like the end, and then did the rest of it around here in March and complete it. Okay, so I'm going to break down the song pattern by pattern. So it starts off like this. Okay, so these are the chords. Okay, using 3XOSC. So it's the triangle wave thing, triangle and triangle, and I think that's all I did. Well, I quantized it. Yeah, that's all I did. So that's how you can make that sound. Oh yeah. Okay, so the EQ is, I pretty much took out all the highs and lows. So it's just this part. I put Fruity Phaser on it and just took down the low mids. So without the EQ, it sounds like that. Yeah, so it changes the sound a lot. Okay, and then that part repeats right here, and then it keeps going, and this pattern comes in. Okay, so it's similar to the first one, but you just add in this note, and then ba ba, like little harmony part, and same at the end. And this is using Orchestral 2 in Citrus, and I think I put, oh, I guess I didn't. Well, there's delay on it. I must have put reverb on it. No, I didn't. Yeah, it's just like subtle reverb to make it seem sort of like delay. And then I boosted the high mids. Okay, and that repeats for 8 bars again, and then this part comes in. So that thing's pretty cool. It's just like a lead going on top of the other chords, and that is using 3XOC. And it's triangle. I don't know what this is. I think it's a square wave, and then sine wave. And then I put delay on it. Yeah, it's also panned. Put Fruity Delay Bank, so without it, it's just like that. And then cut out the lows and some of the highs. So it definitely changes it. Same as the first chord, the first 3XOC. And then put the mids down, so it's pretty similar. So without all of it, it's pretty different. And with it, so there's a lot more going on, and it sounds a lot better. I'll just play that together. Okay, then that repeats for 8 more bars, and then this pattern comes in. Like that pattern. It sounds really good. He's using Ashen Light in Citrus, and I might have put delay on it, but might not have. Oh yeah, I had delay on the mixer as well. So I'm automating the delay down, and it just stays here. Yeah, it just stays here for the rest of the song. So it starts off high and then goes down to a lower amount. And you can see, yeah, so it automates the mix knob right here. So by the end, the mix knob is halfway because it went down halfway. Okay, so that goes for 8 bars, and then the drums come in like this. Okay, so pretty simple pattern. The hi-hat volume is automating in, so there's no hi-hats at first, and then they come in towards the end. I'll just show you the patterns. This is the kick. Just purposely keeping it pretty simple, because it's not supposed to do a lot. Here's the clap. Okay. The kick is MB kick 10, and the clap is clap 015. I don't know where I got that. Here's the hi-hat. Okay, and I think yeah, the panning is randomized. So you press Alt-R for randomized panning. So that's that, and then it all comes in, and this sound comes in. So that's a pretty cool sound. Pretty simple, like slow, kind of plucky sound to go along with the chords. Guitar, harmonics, and citrus. That's what I used. And it's panned a bit, and I just boosted the high mids a little bit, and took down some of the treble, the highs. So I'll play this together. Okay, and then that just repeats, and then this sound comes in. So this is a pretty cool sound. It's just kind of always descending down, but it still fits the chords. And it's classic and citrus. Pretty much, I've only used citrus and 3XOC so far for the sounds. So I'll play this together. Okay, so that's that, and then it goes, or repeats that part, and then it goes back to the intro chords. And then repeats that, and the kick comes in, and then the clap comes in, and the little 3XOC lead. That lead comes in as well, and then after that repeats for 4 bars, the hi-hats come in. And then I take out the lead, and the drums are all going. I take out the lead, and I put in this sound. Okay, so I'll slow that down for you. Okay, so that sounds pretty cool. The sound I used is LED Mugafug. LED Mugafug TC in Poison. For the effects, I used EQ. I boosted the mids and took out some of the bass, and then put fruity delay bank on it and put it like halfway up on the mix level. So without the delay bank. And then with it. It adds more of like a bounce to it. So this just goes with the main chords and the drums. Okay, and then that repeats, same thing, and then I take the drums out and it repeats for 8 more bars, and then we get to the bridge section, and I'll play the first part of this, the little lead. Okay, so that's the lead, or that's the pad. It's like a soft pad sound. I used Pad Dark MC in Poison. Okay, so the effects for this sound, I panned it, first of all, panned it to the right, and then EQ, I seriously boosted it right here, like a lot of boosting, and cut all the lows out. So without that boost, it sounds like this. So a lot quieter. A lot louder with the boost. And I also just cut out all the lows because I didn't want any lows in there. So without the cut. So yeah, it's more of like a bandpass sound. And then I put a Fruity Love filter. So I put a high pass filter on it. So yeah, the filter makes a big difference. Okay? And then the next sound is this, going below it. So pretty cool chords there. Simple, but they really add to the melody going on top of it. So this is Pad High Tide TC in Poison. And I panned this one to the left, so they're both on each side. The lead's on the right and the pad is on the left. And I just boosted the lows and took out the highs. So pretty much doing the opposite sort of what the pad was doing, the lead pad was doing, just to balance it out. Making it more of a dark sound, pretty much. So here are the two together. Okay, and then that repeats, and then this sound comes in. Okay, so that's a pretty cool sound. Just kind of like a delay sound to add to the lead part. So I also use Poison lead Mugafug. We saw that before. Okay, so it's the same sound as that as pattern 9. Boom bada boom ba-dum bada bada ba bum. It's the same as that sound, which is kind of crazy because it doesn't even sound like it. So I just took out the highs a bit, and I probably just changed the sound in Poison. Put a lot of delay on it. I think I just made it more of a pad sound. That's how I changed it. And also right here, I put some slide notes. So if you zoom in, sliding up to C. So from G to C. So from here, sliding from D down to G. So I slid from G to C to D back to G. And then together, you sort of get both slides happening at once because of the long delay tail. Okay, so I'll play this part together. Okay, so that's pretty cool. And now the next sound that comes in is this sound. Okay, so that's the sound. It's a, well, the sound is ARP, it wasn't time, ARP, it wasn't Tim, 2TC in Poison. This whole bridge section is using Poison for the sounds. And the arpeggiator, it's on up, so it always goes up, and the range is 3 octaves, so it goes up 3 octaves. For the effects, I took out some of the lows and boosted the upper mids, so without it, and then with it. So it just adds more of like a high-end sound, like a sort of a high-pass sound. So here's it all together. And now I add in the drums. So this is how the drums sound. Okay, so I'll break down each of the patterns. This is the kick. Pretty simple. It's kick 003 sensible. That's the kick. And then this is the clap. Okay, that's the clap, and you can see right here I just changed the velocity of it, so I'll slow down this part. So in contact with the metronome, like that. And now this is the ride cymbal, so this is how it sounds. Okay, so just pretty simple pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Those fast notes are just going up with the velocity. So low, higher, higher, higher. So boom, 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 ba da ba ba boom, boom, like that. Just to add more of a groove to it. And then this is the hi-hat closed. Okay, pretty simple pattern. The kick, just lowered the highs on it, took out the highs. The clap didn't do anything, I just panned it a bit. The ride, I took out some of the highs and put some reverb on it, and I also panned it. And the hi-hat, I put some reverb on it, and took out all of the lows, most of the lows, and a bit of the highs as well. Okay, so this is this part all together with the drums. Okay. Next, I just take out the ARP for this part and keep the drums in, and then 4 bars go by and I take out the ride and the hi-hat. And this is the delay wet automation for pattern 13 for this part. You can hear the delay going there. And at the end, I just automate it up so it kind of lasts as the chords come back in. So I'll just show you how that sounds. Okay, so that's how it sounds. It sounds pretty cool. It goes back into the chorus, which is pattern 4, and then pattern 4 repeats, and the clap comes in. And then that finishes, and I just put in the drums, put the drums back in, and I put this lead back in. And then that goes for 8 bars, and this lead comes in. Okay, so just putting all the sounds back in, that repeats, and then I take out those leads and keep the drums going, and I put the intro back in. So that's how it sounds all together. Okay, so as you can see, after 4 bars went by, I took out the hi-hats and just kept the kick and the clap in, and then it just ends right here. Okay, so that's it for the tutorial. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This is a pretty cool song. It's one of my favorite songs I've ever done, actually, on FL Studio. Just like a chill song and great melodies to it. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. Stay tuned for more tutorials. I'll be doing them all from the album, and you'll just see them come out. And yeah, so see you guys in the next video. Bye.